It's Daniel, and this one is, it starts with courage. Courage. 7 letters, 7 steps, and I'm wondering where do I end up finding after I have courage. Is it enough to just be courageous and to stand, saying that I take a stand and I bravely stand on that which I believe in? See, it starts with courage and it begins with faith, but how can I get to that place where I desire and I strive to get to? If I don't learn to know the difference between righteousness, unrighteousness, lies, and the truth. See, it's like we're climbing the ladder, but we're unsure of which direction we should be heading in. So it takes courage to even stand on the truth and to defend it with everything that is in us. We have an enemy that we fight that is willing to lose everything because they don't even value their own lives. So why is it that we refuse to take a stand against all unrighteousness in all arenas of life? Because we're just trying to fit in. Whoever told us we were supposed to fit into the molds of what this world says we should be? They lied to us. And they robbed us of our dignity and our ability to stand against the tides and change the course of the nation. And I know in a lot of my poems I speak about changing the course of the nation and the generations to come. And that's because I feel like we, as the adults and the individuals with the ability to impact change, have a great responsibility. See, we're passing the buck as if somebody else is supposed to bring us and pull us up, when in reality, the elevation of our nation and our generation and our ethnicity is in the hands of people like you and me. We are responsible to teaching our generation of children the truth and to know who they are, beyond the stereotypes that they might see on TV and represented in music, you see. We are some of the greatest innovators this nation has ever seen. And a lot of the inventions that we now use in our day-to-day lives would have never been created had it not been for people like you and me. So it takes courage to boldly stand out opposite of those things that the stereotypes tell us that we ought to be. But whoever told us that those stereotypes were meant to define people like you and me? So it takes courage to take a stand and hope that deliverance will come. But not just hope, but to pray and to submit ourselves unto God. And it's funny how everyone knows when something goes wrong to go to a black person and ask them to pray. But that stereotype and that ethnicity divisional thing has been slowly being watered away. The scriptures say, how can you spoil a man's good unless you first bind a strong man? So we are supposed to be the strong men that are protecting our cultural strength and integrity. Yet we're falling into the stereotypes of them that feel like there's nothing else outside of me that I should even care about. But it starts with courage. How do you expect to change the course of a nation and to bring back the fertility of our land without first learning to take a stand and courageously standing against all unrighteousness? And this isn't just about the sexual immorality that is taking place in this nation on a greater level than we've ever seen in any generation. But as a matter of fact, it goes into the corruption in our governmental structure that is leading to our total demise as a culture. See, it's not just a black and white thing, it's an American thing, because you see, the American dream is slowly being snatched and ripped away, pushed further away, so not even the blacks or the whites can reach it. And you see, that is one of the greatest deceptions the enemy can ever play on us, to get us to divide and to fight against each other individually. Whether we are divided along the cultural lines or the ethnicity lines or the socioeconomic status lines, we are divided. And a house divided cannot stand. The people divided cannot unite and overcome the problems that they face in commonality. See, the common issue is this. We're all facing poverty at some extent. We're all facing immorality at some extent. We're all facing injustice to some extent. But the reason why we stay down and are held bound is because we refuse to unite together. How can one man build a mansion where 30 people are supposed to live in when those 30 people refuse to stand up and help? You see, America is a melting pot of different people from different backgrounds and ethnicities. But the reason that we stay bound and held down where we are right now is because we don't want to work together. Some say success is the best revenge. But a lot of times success is the best way to see who are your real friends. I'll say it again. Some say success is the best revenge. But I say sometimes success is the best way to know who your true friends are. Because you see, many people will hate you for your success and wish you dead when they see that the works of your hand are thriving. But that's just the point of it all, isn't it? We're supposed to hope for the best for others while working for the best for ourselves and hoping to build our community to the level where we no longer see the injustices. But as a matter of fact, the injustice is this: that we hate on the next person because they have achieved their dreams while we're still stuck here waiting to achieve those things that we had dreamed when we were children, but we still haven't seen because the work hasn't been put in. And a lot of our dreams go unfulfilled because of ourselves, because we have not gotten to that place where we're willing to let go of ourselves, step out on courage and learn to stand. So it takes courage to stand. And it takes courage to be the man that you were called to be and to make a difference in the world that surrounds you. But it all begins with courage. My name is Daniel, and thank you for watching. God bless you.